Hello viewers, Kubiyando Kith and Kin, I'm SB and welcome back to I Was a Teenage Exocolonist, where today we have averted a plague, we have begun a coup. I think we're doing it. I think we're on the way to the stuff we need to do. We still need to make some progress with Sim. This character I feel like is way less advanced with Sim than the last one was. But I think we're in good position to do this, to do the things that we need to do here. So okay, we can't say to her anything about the coup. Have we given out gifts this for this month? We have not, but I don't have any logs for you, right? Or what I want is collectibles. Yeah, that's right. I don't have any stuff for you. We can go on a little date and de-stress a bit. I do not remember what my plan was, if I had one. It seems likely I did not, because that's just kind of how I do. Do you like strange devices, Cal? He will accept strange devices, and that's good enough for me. You I have flowers for. On your birthday, that's right. Okay, so... Gosh, all the way away from confident, huh? Actually, we're doing really well with her now. We're getting somewhere. Okay, so we definitely want to push empathy. I don't know what the next, what do you think the next step would be in pursuing this coup? I guess I probably don't want to date for de-stress purposes because we probably want to rest. We want to have a good reason to rest soon. There's no Vertumnalia this year. Yeah, this is deep in conversation with other people who work at expeditions. Telling people where stuff is, where to go, what to do, because this is in charge and on top of things. Yeah, I guess the thing to do is just to go get an empathy perk. It is probably the case as well that working in command probably assists the coup, but I definitely want to get this empathy thing, right? And we don't get an empathy from doing anything here. So let's go get our empathy perk and then we'll figure things out. And I can get empathy from helping in the kitchens. Yeah, which would be fine. Not that many other things, right? There's working with the animals, I think, but working with the animals just gives you plus animals. It's another stat we don't actually benefit from. So yeah, let's go ahead and do this. And maybe we are sleeping right after that. You and Tammy often work together in the kitchens. She splits her time between helping Aunt Anne with the children and helping her in the kitchens. Tammy's a diligent worker, though she sometimes gets a little lost because she wants everything to be nice and perfect when you're trying to get 100 meals out the door. She always does what she's told with a smile. Anne has been patient as you learned your way around the kitchen, and you're starting to really get a feel for cooking. On the menu today is something Aunt Anne and Congruence call a white sauce, a creamy pale sauce usually made with flour, milk, and butter. She wants a big vat of it to serve with dinner today, and she's charged you with figuring out how to replicate it. Wheat flour is in short supply here on Vertumna, but you have a lot of taro flour. The real problem will be adjusting the recipe to use plant-based milks and oils instead of dairy. There wasn't enough room on the stratospheric for bringing livestock. Just be careful you don't burn it, Aunt Anne cautions you before she leaves. It's very sensitive to burning. That's terrible news for me. Excuse me, hold on just a moment. Okay, sorry about that. You look over at Tammy. Well, she stammers, tapping her finger against her chin. We could use soy milk from the food dispenser and cooking oil, but I'm worried I'm going to burn it. I always mess stuff up. When Tammy improvises in the kitchen, things usually go wrong. You have no reason to think this time will be any different. But we could give her a hand. We could just take it over and do it. So it feels to me like options 3 and 4 are for sure going to damage her confidence, and option 1 probably is going to damage her confidence based on that last block of text there. So 2 seems like the only way to be supportive here. 2 seems like the only way that things go badly or go well for her. And that is, obviously it's the only supportive option. You can see that from the words on the buttons. Tammy smiles and blushes. Oh, okay, Sullen. She bustles off to get the ingredients. +1 confidence, plus some creativity that we can't use. So many things give you creativity. You both consult congruence on the original Earth recipe, but after a while, it's clear Tammy is cooking absolute circles around you. You were wary about substituting so many ingredients, but one of Tammy's strengths is that she's totally fearless in the kitchen. She'll try anything twice. She hums and sways from foot to foot as she stirs the sauce, completely at ease. An hour later, Tammy has a small portion of prototype sauce to taste. Because of the taro flour, the white sauce is actually more of a faint purple. It's a pretty color, especially on Tammy, who has it flecked across her apron and up into her tied-back hair. She looks proud and a little worried. Well, what do you think? You dip the back of a spoon in the sauce and give it a try. It's good. It's so good that it shook my entire world. Your surprise must show on your face because Tammy laughs with relief. Oh, I'm so glad, she says, clasping her hands in front of her chest. I thought we did okay, but I wasn't sure. I'll make a huge pot of it right away. Thanks for your help. Your lilac sauce causes a huge stir at dinner, but it doesn't feel right taking any of the credit. Tammy did most of the work, and she deserves to feel the pride that you feel radiating off of her from the other side of the lunch line. So just letting her go at it would totally have solved it. Okay, this is a brilliant hand of yellow cards. We're absolutely gonna crush it here. So, this is gonna end up being a 10. This will be an 11. Hold on. If I play Meeting the Overseer and I play Nomi's Enthusiasm next to it, it ends up being a 15? Wait, why did it become a 15? It turns yellow. Okay, so it turns yellow and it gets a +1 from this bonus and a +1 from one of our perks over here and a +1 from Dad's Love. Yeah, so it got way more juice out of that than I was expecting. Yeah, okay, there's a better way to configure this, but gets us the super goal, so whatever. Also, the super goal only gives us plus creativity, so it doesn't super matter. All right, good money and an empathy perk that I don't think we've ever known before. Oh, okay. Improved relaxing. That's cool. I think we might go ahead and do that improved relaxing because we need to get back out in the world. Sorry, this is text about her kid. Tammy's rocking from foot to foot, Echinacea asleep in a sling on her chest. She raises her finger to her lips as you approach. Shh, she's finally asleep. She looks down at Echinacea with a fond smile. She's a loud little thing when she wants to be. Yeah, babies are like that. Okay. We're doing very well in our relationship with Tammy. For you, I have a strange device because it turns out you think they are super rad. I agree, by the way. Nomi's got excellent taste. For you, I have object. I don't think you have special feelings about any of these. This is your birthday. I probably knew that. And then Vase gets nothing as usual. New month, so we can at the very least give Rex a hug. How are we doing with we must be doing well with Rex. Oh, he just sort of pounced me when I clicked on him to check. Oh, right. He found the colony's porno stash. I mean, sure, right? This is the kind of thing this character is into. And by this, I mean Rex. Yeah, sure. Let's check it out. Oh, yeah, I'm picking up what you're putting down, Rex purrs. Let's go to my room. It is what you were putting down, Rex. I am simply not... I'm just allowing it to happen. You head back to Rex's room and make yourself comfortable on his bed while he sets the mood. He curls up beside you and pulls up his holo screen, and you scroll through the entertainment options. Geez, Rex murmurs, tipping his head to the side at one of the holovid thumbnails. I didn't know bodies could go that shape. Eventually you find one that looks, well, if not good, then at least a little entertaining, and Rex settles in with his arm around your shoulder. What does watch from a respectful distance mean? I mean, look, I may not be super into Rex. Our character is into Rex. We're just gonna get a little, yeah, why not? You smile and why not is like the epitome of romance. You smile and put your hand high up on Rex's thigh, and he looks at you with a sultry expression, presumably not this one. Oh, is that how you want to play it? He says, wiggling around until he can kiss you. You got it, babe. Okay, we probably don't need to, any more details there. You spend an enjoyable afternoon in the company of Rex and a few dozen very nice strangers who seem to like not wearing clothes and getting stuck in weird places. And if you learn a few new things to try with him, some hands-on experience, well, that's between you and this blank screen. Eventually, you have to get up, stretch your legs, rehydrate, and the like. Rex stands up and stretches on his toes, and you enjoy the view. Ooh, he exclaims, scratching his tummy. He grabs your canteens and slinks back into bed with you, laying his legs across your lap and putting his head on your shoulder. Well, I learned some things today, he laughs, offering you your water. Not the least of which being that old Earth humans had a lot of time on their hands. Wow. Oh yeah, because people aren't getting up to some shit here in the colony. He looks up at you with adoration. I had a lot of fun, he says quietly. I'm glad you're not all weird about, me thinking other people are hot. Hey, listen, this is a very, our character and Mars and like this whole situation, I think this is very much the vibe from our character. Hey, I love that you love to love. It is a thing that we can appreciate. Rex's nose wrinkles when he laughs. Yeah, that's one way of putting it. He wraps his arms around you and sniffles under your ear, making you giggle. You're the best, Selwyn. I have such a great time with you. Rex pulls up the holoscreen again. This is so much better than being at work. Do you want to pick this time? I mean, that sounds like a pretty alright way to spend an afternoon, right? Do you want something... Where are we still at? Okay, we're working. We're coming along. We're coming along with him. I don't remember if he... Hold on. Do we know his feelings on that? We know he likes cakes, obviously. His birthday's in late dust, which is not where we are. So we probably want to save... we'll give him the cake on his birthday. That'll help push along. It probably likes crystal clusters. Fine, right? Yeah, that's fine. Okay, let us... rest. Let's just go rest in the park. Actually, we don't need to rest in the park anymore because we maxed out our pets, right? That being the case, it might make sense to rest elsewhere, to rest over here, just to have events, potentially have events that have to do with the bar. Yeah, let's just relax in the lounge and see what happens. The new bar that Rex built is lovely at night, and during the day, it's a nice quiet space to sit and work or study. You meet Dr. Instance there, drinking a cup of blep tea and looking through a schedule on her hollow palm. She runs a hand through her hair and mumbles. The stress in this colony is out of control. You think she's just talking to herself until she looks up. Every day, more people come to Medbay just looking for someone to talk about their anxiety or their bad day. I don't have time for this. I could be a counselor. Oh, definitely not, she grimaces. That takes years of training, and even then, the toll it took on Counselor Besk. We don't know that the burden was killing her. We didn't know. We didn't know that the burden was killing her. Dis and Tangent don't have a mother just because people couldn't... Oh. Dr. Instance catches herself, realizing with alarm what she just said aloud. I shouldn't have said that, she admits. The stress must be getting to me, too. Dr. Instance turns to consider you. It's true that you are good with people, Solwyn. What we really need is a good barista. Make tea by day, serve alcohol by night, and listen to people who need someone to talk to. Okay. If you want the job, just walk to the other side of this bar and start making tea. God knows the kitchen couldn't brew a decent blep if life depended on it. She makes a face at her cup and pushes it away. Alright, so I guess let's just jump right into it, right? So, what's your damage? Instance gives you a stony look. I'm afraid my secrets died with Besk. Focus on other people. It's a better use of your time. Yeah, okay. That's cool. These cards are all good. Right, this is usually an 8. And in fact, it just keeps getting better as we keep learning more learning more ways to get more cards. So yeah, I don't think I want to forget any of these. We do have bad cards. As promised, there are no contests this year. Yeah. This is a huge amount of text to have just flown by, and I don't remember what happens. Okay, hold on. Governor Lum's ascension to the Vertumnalia stage is heralded by a military band. Reaction is mixed to his speech. Chief threat is yeah. Okay, I remember feeling really frustrated when after this event we couldn't get people to figure out to start trying to depose him. This is gonna help. A potato pod arcs through the air and lands with a broken splort at Lum's feet. You don't see who threw it, but the faction from Geoponics is looking restless, and they're the people who would have the potatoes. Okay, crowd is evenly split between cheering and booing. The Stratos are agitated. You hear calls for things to return to how they were and how Lum and his soldiers are killing the planet. We left Earth to get away from this shit, your dad shouts, and you turn to him in surprise. We lost 2 surveyors in the swamp, Sorrel and Quinny. They'd be alive today if Lum hadn't sent them to clear out a manticore den for no reason. The only threat to our colony here is you. Yep, that's right. And he breaks Utopia's hand. Okay. Bunch out hippie fugitives, whatever. As promised, there are no contests this year. As the sun begins to set, the Helios, including Face and Anemone, head straight for it and look ready to party into the night. The other teens seem a little less at ease. Yeah, I'm going to go hang out with the Stratos because I think this is a moment where we need to maybe... bolster anti-Lum opinion. This will be fine, right? This isn't when we found him with the bomb, is it? I don't think so. This I think is probably the probably actually the incident that gave him the idea. I'm gonna go hang out with the Stratos. Yeah. I know you think he's evil, Tammy says, holding Echinacea to her shoulder while she speaks urgently to Cal. But don't you think, even a little bit, that he's right about Vertumna being too dangerous? Cal crosses his arms and shakes his head. Killing is never right, Tammy, he replies. We can't fight a whole planet. If we meet violence with violence, it's just numbers. They're going to win. We have to find a better way, or we're all going to die anyway. Tammy's chin wobbles, but she clenches it defiantly. I just want to have a family, Cal, she insists. Why can't we have one place on this awful planet where we can be safe? She adjusts Echinacea against her chest. I think it's worth defending this one space for ourselves. The monsters can live somewhere else, just not here. Okay, This character, I think, is on Tammy's side, right? This character definitely believes that it's okay to fight it's okay to fight xeno animals when they pose a threat. We're definitely not saying Lum's right. So, yeah. Tammy's right. We fight to survive. Tammy nods, grateful for the backup. I just want Echinacea to grow up somewhere safe, she says firmly, like we did. This is a extremely dangerous, line of logic, though. This idea has been used to justify a lot of truly horrendous shit. A peal of laughter rises from where Rex and Nomi are playing what looks like a competitive slapping game. Rex rubs his reddened cheek ruefully as Nomi rolls around on their back, kicking their legs in the air and giggling. Got you. I got you good. Too slow. They stop and beckon you over. Come here, Solon, they say. Promise, we're not even talking about the war even a little bit. You take your seat beside Rex and Nomi, and Rex claps you on the back. Well, we are a little bit, he confides. And mostly we're making fun of those guys. He jerks his thumb toward Vase and his group of friends, who've wrangled themselves a live trippet and are skewering it to roast over a bonfire. You can hear its dying squeals from here, and as night falls, smell the sweet charred scent of it cooking. And of course they did it live. They've always kind of been like this, Nomi shakes her head. Just total human supremacists. See something you don't understand? Nomi makes laser guns with their fingers. Pew pew, all gone. Want something someone else has? Pew pew, all yours. They lean back on their hands and look up at the night sky. In dust, the wormhole looks so peaceful and far away. I used to think me and Rex were like changelings, like aliens beamed in and replaced two human babies with weirdos. The dancing and feasting continues well into the night. I really thought that was going somewhere. I read that like there were going to be more words, but apparently not. The dancing and feasting continues well into the night while you pass the time with your friends in the peaceful faction. Knowing that the whole colony isn't into being soldiers and fighting Lum's war on nature makes you feel less alone. But you can't stop thinking about the governor's eyes as he crushed Utopia's hand today. So long as he's in charge, does it matter what anyone else wants? Well, I feel like that's a problem we really gotta fix then. The week after Vertumnalia is one of the hottest since you landed. You're supposed to take time off, but it's humid and awful. Tempers are short. Lum announces a zero-tolerance policy for political graffiti, which is enforced unevenly because, of course, it is. You return to work feeling more stressed than before. Cool, just enough stress to take off the buff that gives you a chance of earning extra points of stats when you do work. Fun. So, work in the cafe. Empathy and creativity, because everything gives creativity. Plus friendship with Tangent, really. That's interesting. It pays really well. Helping in the kitchens is 7 kudos. This is 18. It's more stress, but we have some stress management. Gosh. Do we need to... I'm concerned. We have to get this coup stuff going, right? We're like actually pretty close to the end of the game. And I'm not sure what the best way is. Yeah. It's a beautiful day and you spot Tammy outside the lounge enjoying the sun. Her daughter, Echinacea, is asleep in her arms, her tiny fists curled up beside her face. Tammy looks up at you with a tired smile. Oh, she's finally asleep, she says. I think she gets bored of being cooped up inside. Wanting to be a mother, Tammy gazes at the horizon. It's one thing, it's maybe the only thing I've ever really been sure of. She looks down at Echinacea and strokes a gentle fingertip over her chubby brown cheek. Funny thing is, Tammy muses, I know I should feel scared, but I don't. I know I've been scared my whole life, she laughs quietly to herself. But when I think about being a mother, I only feel calm. Like I can be brave, I can do anything as long as it's for my baby. Even when I was younger and I took care of children in the old creche, if they cried or were scared, that was the only time I wasn't afraid. She shakes her head. Isn't that funny? This is a weird thing to say. You know, Tammy, you're just like a float cow. Hey, listen, you're stronger than you think. Maybe. Is this what it feels like to have a purpose? Tammy wonders. Yeah, I mean, I think so. Oh yeah. It's a new time for giving gifts. We definitely, that's right. We definitely need to go out. We have sim stuff to do. Ugh, there's so much to do. I am very worried we're not going to get it all done in time. Oh, hey. Nomi event. You're about to challenge Nomi to a game of Laser Fable, but you notice they seem kind of down today. When you ask what's up, they just sigh and scuff their feet in the dirt. Solomon, what do you want to be when you grow up? I would like to be a musician of some kind, which I guess is like this character's all the way in on that idea, right? Which I guess is I want to dedicate my life to knowledge. Yeah, something like that. Yep, Colony needs artists and writers, and I'm like, yeah, absolutely. I'm right behind you. I would also like to be a bard. We can be bards together. It seems like a great idea. Tange, we're already set with. Nem, I have something to give you. Strange device? Thanks. Yeah, no, that's fair. It's just a weird object, and I don't know what it does. We don't have anything that Rex will take, and we can give Cal a strange device. I love it, he says. He doesn't really love it, but he's being nice to me. Okay, so we got to go out and... Okay, free yellow flower. How you doing, Sim? Yep, okay. We're going... It's all right. Everything's fine. So, where do we need to go? We did the ridge already. Yeah, we got the ridge already set this time. Is it a good idea to go out here and do more hunt in the swamps? I mean, we have to get mushwood logs, and we saw plenty of those in the swamps. We definitely still have a lot of stuff to see in the swamps. My one concern is last time we didn't get to see Sim down there, and that would seem to be an important, you know. Yeah, I guess let's go check out the swamps, and then we still have time. We can check out like nearby as well. We just need to bump into Sim a couple of times. Anemone's here to see off you and Vase. Well, she's mostly here for Vase. Be careful. Okay, yeah, they're getting smoochy despite the fact that that's disgusting. Keep the home fires burning. I'll be back before you know it. He's so fucking wants her to be in the kitchen. Hey, you know, I'm going into danger too, Nem. Vase rolls his eyes, the plural. For the moment, he still has two. Oh, please, I could do this solo. He scoffs and holds Anemone. Isn't that right, Nemi? Well, Anemone says, running her finger over Vase's armor with a flirty smile. Maybe I should come with you someday, you know, to watch your back. Vase's smug smile stiffens. You think I can't handle myself? He says quietly. Anemone's eyes go wide and she throws her arms around him. No, babe, she simpers. I just want to be with you. That's it. I'm sorry. Vase's hand tightens on her waist. That's more like it. Oh, I hate him so much. We could just say he got et. There's a lot of stuff out in this. A manticore got him. I tried to stop it. His body's covered with scorch marks because I was shooting at the manticore. You know? We could do it. We could do that. It wouldn't be a big deal. All right, it's fine. We're just gonna keep on. He is I hate him very much. It sucks that there's so many like good people who can die during the game, but it seems like Vase is destined to survive. Ugh. All right, I'm really hoping Sim is gonna be out here for us somewhere. I don't really know what I'm looking for aside from the yellow event at the end. Maybe we don't do anything with the yellow event. There are animal events that we could do. We wouldn't get any stat points out of them, obviously, but I don't know. Maybe there will be chances to flex our empathy. It is likely that those are the ones that would potentially give us points of combat, I suppose, which is also maybe meaningful. We probably want to do that one with the thumper. That might have some engineering attached to it. Interesting. And the yellow event here is a Unisaur. Perhaps that same Unisaur that was following us. And once again, no Sim, which is a shame. Alright. Wait, you recognize this sound? It's a thumper, like the one you found with this. You and Vase follow the sound and find Rhett and Utopia doing the same thing. You're saying this is some kind of alien tech? Rhett asks, and Utopia nods. Huh, Rhett continues. They must have left it running when they left. Is this why the animals are so aggressive here? Rhett beckons you over. Hey, it's my star hunting team, he says, and Vase beams proudly. We'll have better luck tracking down this thumper if we split up, Rhett says, and hands you a bundle of explosives. Here, take these, and if you find it, you blow it back into space. Vase looks like he can't believe your luck. A top priority demolitions mission. Okay, spending time around Vase is not good for me. I mean, this is a pretty bad use of this card, right? But it does create a pair, at least. This is a really rough lock for us. We could do this instead. Yeah. We'll just take that. We'll take that pair that way because we do want to make sure that we have red cards. And then maybe this time we play some blue card over there. I mean, I may as well have it be the 8, right? Like, just get the value. Because playing the 4 is not going to do anything. And then we can shimmer cure ourselves a little something. But, like, maybe I'm better off just playing 4 yellow cards, right? Like, making out goes over here. Can I boost this a little bit? I guess we could spend an egg, right? If I just give any of these cards a +1 in any way, it'll... Yeah, we'll just spend an egg rather than the 5 stress. Wait, did that... Why is that so much worse? Oh, it did, it got rid of my pair. How does that still end up? Does I lose 2 points here because I dropped the yellow and then I played a worse card here to get the 2 of a kind back. But we gained 2 points on this, so shouldn't... I don't know. That was a wasted egg in any case. You follow a thumping sound to one of those alien pyramids of shining black rock. This one is half submerged in the muck, and its vibrations have liquefied much of the ground here, and make the standing water ripple nervously. The creatures nearby are acting strangely too. It looks ancient and overgrown, but also technologically advanced beyond your comprehension. It's a strange blend of organic and inorganic parts, and somehow it's still working. You could destroy it as Rhett requested, or you could study it. You already know which one Vase would rather do. As you're considering your options, you hear a growling noise from behind you. Rising out of the shivering muck are several Xenos, drawn mad by the ceaseless thumping. Well, I'm not going to run away. I do need to interact with this thing, so... 99. Okay. Card to the right becomes 5 is probably just bad all the time? So maybe what we do here is like... 6 and 6 and 6. Do I want to spend the value as wild? We could play the blue value as wild instead. I don't like... Next turn, it probably makes sense to just play all of our blue cards. I'm a little worried, though, that we are going to end up with Criminy. Okay. So we just have nothing here. This is really rough. I guess let's go like... I guess we probably... If we're going to hold a 3, we should hold one that has a gem on it. We can do this, right? The build the straight and still get the pair and all that. Yeah. And that leaves just 46, but we have some weird cards that we can work with here. This might be okay. So we do like Neighbors Become Wild is pretty powerful. Ugh, I want to put this somewhere where it's actually going to have cards around it. Whatever, this is good enough. I might just accept this. The thing is, if I do this instead, we lose our straight. Yeah, the value is wild in the straight is so powerful because you get the 2 pair and the straight out of it. I move this over here. It's going to break everything up because then we're going to have to... Yeah, it's fine. I'm just going to take the 52. Sometimes you got to let good enough be good enough. You and Vase manage to dispatch the creatures until only a few dazed Hop-Eyes are left. He kicks a carcass back into the swamp. Stupid animals, he chuckles. Are we going to blow this thing or what? Well, I kind of know a lot about it already. Let's try to redirect it. That card becomes a 4. That's not very good, I think. I think that's problematic. That's going to make straights really awkward here. So, how does this work? Okay, it does. It doesn't. It prevents the +6 from applying. I was kind of hoping with an effect that goes on after the card is played that it would set the base value from 3 to 4, and then we'd still get the +6. As it is, maybe the play is just like... No, there's nothing here. This sucks. We can do that, and kind of want to bank up my yellow cards a little bit. That's really rough. Okay, but we got some stuff here. So it's like the cards that I would like to save over on this side. So we just play like 6, 5, 5, and then an off color 4. Okay. So we didn't get any more gems, which does suck. And then the 4 remains a 4, and we have just the fucking worst. I guess I can swap this over to here, and then we can... No, this is a 7. This is going to screw up. However we try to build the straight here, it's going to be really screwy. We can... Yeah, the 4 is rough. So right now, this is effectively an 8, right? We could cut this for Dis's secret in one of these edge spaces, and then spend a yellow flower to keep the 5 flush. That gets us a few more points. It does not let us build a straight. However, it does mean we could do this. Although I guess, yeah, actually, hold on. This is like pretty good, right? So if we turn this yellow, then we get a 3 of a kind at least. I'm much more comfortable with that push through. Yeah, let's just take that, I think. That's a tough challenge, and we drew really badly. Well, it's alien technology far beyond your ken, but you puzzle over it, and with the help of your hollow palm and some creative risk-taking, you redirect the beam away from the colony. Then break the mechanism to change it back, just in case. Rhett is a little miffed you didn't blow it up, but Utopia slips you some kudos for preserving it for later study. Hey, I know my job. I know what I'm here for. I do want to go back and actually... I want to go back and do the Unisaur events. Maybe singular? We definitely saw a Unisaur back here somewhere. Okay, this is what I was hoping. Another Unisaur is following you in Vase. I would like to befriend it once again. Okay. Yep, that's it. I've had enough of this. The presence of danger seems to unlock some new subroutine in the Unisaur's instincts. I was kind of hoping that we would see a different option since we already done this once before, but it doesn't work that way apparently. 2, 3, 4. We'll take the... Yeah. 11 point straight. Okay. Here we have a very easy straight with the value is wild. So if we play, I don't know, something like this, we can build ourselves, a decent straight. That seems like an okay use of Dad's Love. Would I rather spend putting on your scary face here? The thing is, then we have Dad's Love and one other yellow card in hand, and we might end up with enough yellow cards to get a better play out of it, but we're certainly not guaranteed to. Okay, it's nice to find a gem. I guess do it this way. So +2 to and from gem cards. Like this, and then just unite the two color pairs. That's fine. Obviously, it would be better to have a straight in here. Should I try a little harder to make that work? Because, like, what if we did, instead of this, what if we played a straight? Yeah, okay. That's going to get us an extra point of combat. That's worth it. There's too many straight bonuses stacked up together. Yep, and then we're being spied on. Nothing changed about that. Okay, not a terribly interesting event, actually, all told. Bush Bubs. Yep, these are combat challenges, and we do want these combat points. So we don't have any big bonuses to straights this time. Gosh, it's actually just really hard to build anything interesting here at all. And we can do like pair of yellow 9s. And then also this 6. So obviously we want to save this until it's a 9, so we don't have anything to set this 6 with. Yeah, that's fine. 31 will get me somewhere. And then I don't know, it doesn't super matter. So I probably want to... Yeah, we'll just play a putting on your scary face here, I guess. We don't want to play extra fingers at all if we can avoid it. All right, so we got this. We got a decent one of these. It's going to be hard to build anything super compelling with this. So if we play this, we're just going to get a 3 of a kind. Yeah, we're not really going to be able to build it. Not you. How much is this? It turns out to be a 6, which keeps the total value of the hand the same. We could play this thing. That's going to give us some extra value on Potent Brew, but it doesn't really get us anywhere as far as making this hand more interesting goes. I don't know. There was a 61 in there somewhere. With the, when you have wilds and stuff, it's kind of tricky because there are potentially a lot of yeah, sure, analyze the corpse. Why not? Couple of points of biology that we can't benefit from, stress ourselves out a little bit. I guess that's the answer to why not. Yeah, when you're playing those hands where you have wilds, there are a lot more ways for things to get weird. Do we want to do the Manticore one as well? I guess so. Okay, Sim, cool. You and Vase are marching through a densely forested area. The droopy goop willows seem to be melting into one another, forming an impenetrable mass. You can barely see anything around you as you pick your way forward. You notice Sim hiding behind a tree. He puts his finger to his lips and motions for you to come closer. Okay, well, I'm going to do that. What's a nice human like you doing in a place like this? Sim says, smiling. Oh, we did get to 100, huh? I thought we were going to have more interactions with him. I thought you might like to know that you're about to be ambushed by a pack of manticores, he continues. They've been tracking you, and will pounce you when you reach the clearing ahead. If you head west and cross the river, they won't follow you. I kind of don't want to warn Vase. I kind of want to see if he'll get killed by manticores. He's not going to, of course. And I mean, I hate to be like this, but I do kind of want the combat. I want to get that perk, you know? I believe the first combat perk, I want to say I think it was more items in the, more items to buy in the, what do you call it, the shop? So it doesn't super matter, I guess. We could just skirt the fight. But I'm gonna not warn. I'm gonna do the thing that's in character rather than the thing that's like smart for our stats, and not warn Vase. You stay in the rear, pretending you're getting tired. Predictably, Vase doesn't slow down to let you catch up. He just tells you to hurry and strides ahead. You're a safe distance away when you hear the sounds of the ambush, then Vase yelling, and then screaming. You saunter to his rescue and chase them off with a few good drone shots. Thanks, partner, Vase scowls. He's only lightly wounded, nothing a medbed can't fix. Mostly he's embarrassed that you had to save him. That and the pain make him a real treat to travel with. Probably that should have extra stress penalties for us. Did I just try to get that kid killed? Yeah, absolutely I did. I don't feel bad about it. All right, I think let's go ahead and check out here. Let's go do this final thing. It's getting late, and you and Vase should be heading home soon. But then you spot it. There, on a plateau, half a click away, glittering in a beam of blue evening sunlight. A Unisaur. You pull out your holoculars. This one has particularly beautiful coloring, a pale bluish white. The last rays of sunlight shimmer through its rainbow mane as it paws the ground and sniffs the air. You're drawn to its terrible beauty. The question is, when did it last eat? When you look around for Dis, there's no sign of him this time. I'm going to try to inch closer to it. I don't know what's so terrible about its beauty. It seems normally beautiful to me. Any card with a gem in it is wild. It's so good. Okay, do we want to... Let's just like throw a card in the middle to make this two single flushes. That's fine. We're just playing like high value cards right now. +1 skill on challenge win. Not super relevant here. But we can take a pair of 6s. And then also this 6. And if we just go ahead and do this, we do get the 6-point red flush, which leaves us with a very conquerable 36. Like, yeah, no big deal at all, actually. What's this going to end up being? So it'll end up being a 6. Value is wild. It's a little awkward here. Do we want to just take the 2 pairs instead? Yeah, I mean, good enough. And, like, very whatever, right? Because, again, even if we super goal this, all we're getting is an extra point of animals we can't use. Vase watches you, expecting something bad to happen. You approach very, very slowly, pausing for a few minutes at a time to let it for it to get used to your scent. It takes you almost an hour to work your way up to the plateau, but when you do, the Unisaur bows, seeming to accept you. What do? Do I just murder it? No, I don't think so. Although that card is good as hell. We could film it. I could capture it. Capture is such a strong word, but I am going to bring it back to the base. The beautiful wild beast is far from tame, and you wonder if this is the right thing to do. But you know, if it was Vase's choice, you would just kill it, and surely this is more merciful. You have a moment where you look it in the eye and see intelligence. Murderous intelligence. I feel like being able to study these things is valuable, right? But it actually follows you down the slope without any trouble at all. You get the sense that it's chosen you, or at least it's curious enough about you that it wants to learn more about you. You radio your dad to let him know you're bringing home a new Unisaur. A Unisaur? He chuckles. No idea what we're going to do with one of those, but we'll figure it out. It sure looks like it trusts you, he continues. Make sure you come by Geoponics to keep that bond up. We could use a hand with the other animals, too. Yeah, rad. And then we go home, for sure. Okay, I think that was valuable. We got a lot of pickups anyway. You're getting ready to leave your quarters when one day you're stopped by your mom. She says, sit down, we have to talk. I don't remember this. I don't think you appreciate how much I know about you with the amount of freedom you kids have. You're being watched. Oh, she's giving me shit about my attitude. You're supposed to push boundaries, but this is ridiculous. You're ridiculous. Hold on just a fucking second now. What are we talking about? I don't think that it's really in this character to just like shout it, but like it doesn't make any sense what she's saying. And this kid's been so much more controlled, I feel like, than the last kid. I guess I'm just gonna stay silent. We're the only humans here. If we don't fight for our survival with everything we have, I'm doing that though. I'm being a good part of the ecosystem. I'm being a better part of the ecosystem than basically everyone else here. Okay, you are putting too much pressure on me. When I was just a little older than you are now, I was fighting a war against the people of Earth. First they ignored us, then they mocked us, then they attacked us. Sounds familiar. Don't disrespect me by wasting it. I am definitely not doing that. You know, for a literal rebel fighter, your mom has a strange relationship to authority. All right, I agree with that sentiment. She needs to get it under control. This is Cal's birthday month, right? Yes, late dust. Cal, great news. Here's an entire cake. Awesome. De-stresses me a little bit. Gets us lots of friendship. All right. Hoverboard won't work. I figured maybe it was out of juice, but I plugged it in and threw off all these sparks. Cal, buddy, I'm gonna fix your hoverboard. You open up the hoverboard and poke around in its guts for a little while. After about 20 minutes, you think you have it figured out. You rewire it so that the power no longer flows through the burned out capacitor, stick a little duct tape in there, and close the casing. Cal takes the hoverboard and cautiously flips the switch. Et voila! It floats. It hovers even. Oh, radical! Cal shouts, then covers his mouth with his hands. I mean, this is totally cool, Selwyn. Thank you so much. To celebrate, Cal lets you take the first spin on the board. It bucks like a wild animal under your feet, and Cal catches you as you stumble off of it. Careful, he laughs. That first step is a doozy. Okay, well that's good. We're getting friendship stuff going. Did we get all the cards from Mom? Mom's organizing, right? Yeah, interesting. So a blue six that subtracts from red cards, I think is mostly going to be good for us. Although, will it subtract from wilds? It probably will, right? Wilds are red. So in some cases, it's going to be like a 5 or a 4. I think it's worth taking. You tell her about the bedbug infestation you've been helping Mars with. On the down low, because Mars doesn't want anyone to know she has bugs. On Vertumna, bedbugs are as large as your toe and can burp up acid. It sucks. You had to pull out everything from her room and take it down to laundry or incineration, then get in there and scrub down every corner while Mars squealed every time she saw a bug. It was a whole day clean, but by the end, Mars's room was sparkling, and everything was put back even better than it had been before. Good job, kiddo, your mom says. I remember bedbugs back on Earth. Never thought I'd miss them. Vertumna has it way worse. Okay, yeah, I think that card's usually going to be worth having. Also, coming over here got me a mushwood log, so that's cool. So I don't... Do we want to go out again? I think maybe it's not worth it, since our relationship with Sim is maxed out. So maybe we need to focus on colony stuff and trying to get the coup going, although I don't exactly know what to do. I think working in command is probably the right thing, or at least in the right direction. Tammy drifted off for a moment because she's very sleepy. Do you want some medicinal roots? Okay, you're fine with medicinal roots. We're gonna get our friendship with Tammy maxed out pretty soon. Nomi is easy. Oh, actually, we don't have that many strange devices left. Okay. Well, we have other stuff to give them. Nem, we are in luck. We have lots of eggs for Nem. And where's Mars at? When's Mars's birthday? Mars's birthday is next month, right? Hey, we need to talk about Governor Lum. We're finally able to actually say something. Mars is quiet for a long time, considering something. Okay, I'm going to let you in on a little secret, she says. Looking around to make sure no one is listening, she pulls you a little closer. I was already working on that, she confesses. I wasn't ready to bring it up to the rest of the SFC yet, but lately I've been thinking we should really try to make a difference. If we convince enough council members that Lum is bad news, we can actually remove him from power. Oh, this is exactly what I wanted. Okay, fucking great. Mars calls this meeting in the SFC to order with a grim expression. I cannot just stand by while Governor Lum ruins everything we've built here, she says, clenching her fist on the table. He might know how to hold a gun, but he doesn't know how to lead a colony. From now on, this club is going to focus on getting Governor Lum out of power and getting someone competent in. We have from now until Vertumnalia to somehow convince the other council members that he's got to go. I agree, Cal says, and everyone turns to him in surprise. What? He continues defensively. Lum's a jerk. All he cares about is killing animals. It is better for the whole planet if he's gone. Mars steeples her fingers. But the question is, who would we get to replace him? Obviously, I think I'm a great candidate, but I'm willing to consider other options. Tammy immediately gives her support for Mars. I mean, I agree, it should be Mars, right? We're allowed to go for it. Persuasion 50 or greater and Rebellion 70 or greater. But I don't think it really fits in with our character's ambitions. I think we want our best friend to be governor, and we will still absolutely wield some power in that situation, right? We check Mars all the time. But that's not for us. I don't think. It's not for this character. Yeah, I agree. Should be Mars. Cal looks worried. No offense, Mars, but are you really going to stop the soldiers from killing the animals? Look, Cal, Mars says, spreading her hands wide. I don't want hunters going out and not coming back either. Maybe we can find a safer, more efficient way to deal with the animals, yeah? Sounds ominous. Cal doesn't look convinced. Mars gathers everyone close. So, the plan is we campaign in all the departments. Geoponics, engineering, the garrison, the quarters, explorations, and here in command. Try to soften up all 6 council members and get them on our side. And try to keep this on the down low. Then, at the next Vertumnalia festival, we surprise the governor with a spontaneous council vote and replace him. He'll never see it coming. Okay, that is an actual plan. I am fucking overjoyed. Also, the thing I came here to check on. She's worried about Mars, or she's worried about Dis. Concerning. Augment, shameless. Early wet, yeah. So we can buy a cake to give her. We certainly have money. Okay. And again, this is not a thing of any mechanical value, but it is something I feel strongly about just the same. All right, let's make sure that we give everybody... actually, you know what? I'm going to take this opportunity. I like that there is actually specific text for this. Can you believe we both get to date Mars? Rex comments. Like, wow. He growls, making his hands into claws. That's not the right animal, dude. What a fox, right? She's a galactic level hottie for sure. It is cool that the system is like robust enough to recognize that. I'm overall very impressed with the amount of events there are in this game and the robustness of the detection and stuff. So hold on, I did want to check on one thing. So do we have to tend the animals to get events with our Unisaur? That's kind of my impression. I'm assuming, given that we just saw that, let's look at like one or two other places here. Given that there is no option for campaign in this area, I'm assuming the way we have to do it is by working in each area at least once during the quote-unquote campaign. So... okay, I got a present already this month. Did I take care of you this month already? Yeah, okay, we're good for the month. Yeah, so we have like almost a year to do those 6 works. Plus, we still want to go back out to like the ridge and stuff. Okay, I think we can do this. I am so happy to be on the track, you know? That is going to be it for us for today. Thank you all so much for watching. When you return next time, we are actually going to depose this motherfucker, and I'm feeling great about it. And we'll see you then.